Olá, I'm Soraya and today it's Star Wars Day, so may the 4th be with you. So, of course, I had to share a project in this day. And this, of course, goes for the hashtag that me and my coloring friends are doing, which is May the 4th be with you 2026. So at the end of the video, we are going to celebrate with this egg. So inside, because it's Easter, and this year they made Easter eggs with the surprise inside is a Star Wars character. So we are going to see this at the end. Before, let's see the project. So I wanted to try something new for this Star Wars Day. And I saw in this channel Nelly and Ruth Designs crossword puzzle collage that she was doing collage with crossword puzzles. So I thought that I could use my second copy of this book because I received it as a gift. So I'm using that copy as a collage copy, and then this one is the one that's going to stay intact. So from this book, my second copy, I'm doing the collage here. I was trying to find, because this is also from the book here. Yeah, here it is. So see, may the force be with you here, and then you are going to see this image inside this book too. So I just put may the coloring be with you which is the hashtag. So let's see what I did. When I was having the idea a couple of months ago, I recorded a video that I'm going to put the link below so you can see what I was thinking, even though I had no idea what I was going to do. And this is just the final result. So what I wanted to do with this book is, here it was again part of the coloring book that I showed you, and then on this side I had these crosswords, and then I wanted to write a quote that had to do with this page. So for example, here Luke was saying, I want to learn the ways of the Force. So I colored this with hot wall markers, and here, and then this is origami paper, so all the backgrounds that you are going to see, it's from a single origami paper pack that I used. And then these images are all from this coloring book that I just showed you. And then I also used, a pack of stickers. So yeah, so I wanted this to be very simple in terms of coloring, because this is not a big book. As you can see, the size of my hand, yeah, it's not a big book. So yeah, that's then the second one. We have Leia and Han, and then he's like, have a nice day, upset with her. She's like fuming, but I put a little heart here, and the paper, the origami paper, is also with hearts. And then I love you, Leia, I love you, that's what she says, and then he says, I know. So it's famous quotes from Star Wars. And then more stickers. And then, I mean, this cat just makes me smile a lot. I think it's awesome. Just look at this. Yeah. And then another sticker, because this reminded me of Chewie. So he needed to be here. Chewbacca needed to be here with them. So that's how I did it. And then a little bit of acrylic pen here also. And then, alcohol markers. The next one. So this is the first time that I use a cat, and then I came here to put this one too. So once again, we have the origami paper as the background. We have the stickers, the stormtrooper, and then here is more stormtroopers with the ink. I used ink. I really wanted to use aqua markers or permanent markers to color the images, but I love paints, so I did use alcohol markers, but I had to use paints. It was stronger than me. And then this quote here is, we don't need to see his identification. That's the original quote. I couldn't write it here. And that was a big problem that I have here, is because the quotes that I wanted to write, this was just too short. And these black squares were also a problem. So yeah, this was something that was not easy to try to figure out the solution, but this is what I ended up doing. Then the next one we have, you know, Leia just recording a message. Once again, it's alcohol markers, sticker, you know, the origami paper. And then with the origami paper, another challenge that I have, but that's because I gave it to myself, is that I just wanted to use one single piece, one single sheet of origami paper. So this is that one, and then I had this left and this left, and I use here all the little pieces that I had left. That was it. So that made, you know, strange collage variations here, but yeah, that's a challenge that I wanted to make myself. If I use another piece of paper, then things will be different, but I didn't want to use that, so that's what it ended up being. And then here, because she's recording a message, I just put here stickers that had to do with the messages. So, you know, we have letters, and then butterfly because of the colors, and then she's saying, "Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope." So yeah. Next one we have here, I'm not very happy with the colors that I chose for him, but that is it. He's like dreaming. So origami paper, then this is a piece of paper that was already cut like this. This is from the coloring book. I put the waves with acrylic marker because I wanted it to be, you know, remembering of these waves. So yeah, and then there's his message, do or not, there is no try. It was also tricky to find acrylic colors, gel pens, acrylic gel pens to match more or less the colors. So I was trying, you know, to match this one, but this was the closest thing that I had, so it's a little bit iffy, but it's okay because this is an experiment. So this is the next one. So again, origami paper, the circle paper, and then here's hands colored with alcohol markers. Here's the same thing, so the piece that I had left from here. And then this is the only washi that I used in this project, which is, oh my god, that's not normal because I use washi all the time. And then the quote for here is, never tell me the odds, because, you know, he's always in trouble and we really don't want to know the odds of him surviving it. So yeah, so that's the quote that I chose for here. Next one, we have Emperor Palpatine. So he's saying power, unlimited power. So here I just used spray ink, and that's why it's not very perfect, but I'm actually okay with it. In the beginning I was like, oh my god, what am I doing? But then, you know, I'm like, yay, I like it. It's, I mean, of course it's different. I mean, he's, you know, he's evil, he's weird. I mean, just look at eyes and lips, and yeah, his power, and yeah. And then here on this side, you know, it's the same paint, and then, you know, the zigzags because of his power, and then yeah, sticker, and then the rest that I had from this origami paper. So that's it. Next one. So you can see the colors are completely different because I almost use all of the different papers that they had in the pack. So yeah, so here is the coloring page with paint, spray paint, and then stickers. And then here, today we make our last stand. So that's what he's saying, and that's why I put you know, a map, a calendar here with the day that they are making their last stand. And then we have, you know, the map because they had to go and then to travel and pack. And then yeah, that's the place where they are making their last stand. And then we have the stars because it's a galaxy far, far away. So yeah, that's this page. This one, ooh, I can see the colors. So we have book, of course, alcohol markers for the whole thing, origami paper. So see, once again, I use this, and then I have this little piece left. So there it is. I have this star, which actually didn't have this part here, so yep, I'm using it here. And then we have a rainbow because Luke used the Force. And you know, I love rainbows, they always make me happy. So yeah, Luke used the Force. And then we have Han Solo here. This I used acrylic paint that have, you know, all this shine. So I know it's not perfectly colored, but it's fine because I just did it with my finger, and he's in carbonite, so he's supposed not to be fine. And then here it's the same thing. And then you like me because I'm a scoundrel, so that's what he's saying to Leia. That's why you have the little hearts here. So yeah, so that's it. And see here, I know I have this black square in the middle, but at this point I just didn't care. I just, you know, I just read the whole word like this, and that's it. Here, just spray paint for the two of them, the origami paper, the star, and then we have Darth Vader saying, "When I left you, I was but the learner, but now I am the master." And we have a little bit of the spaceship and the star stickers. And also I have here hearts because, yeah, I mean, Obi-Wan and Darth Vader and Anakin Skywalker relationship, it's yeah, it's just heartbreaking how they end up, but it's an amazing relationship. Here we have Luke with aqua markers, so origami paper, the colored paper, and then this is the spray ink, and then the quote is, "The Force is strong with my family." So see, once again, there's the black, but it's okay. Next one, we have Leia. So the Force is strong with this one. There she is, and yep, she's very powerful with the Force. I just use acrylic marker here and here because because the pieces were all over the place. Like, this is one page, but I just cut, you know, little pieces so it kind of have a balance here. So yeah, and then I just went with acrylic gel pen that I use here, you know, with this quote. So I just came to this side here, and yeah, it's different. It was fun. It's fun to try new things and see how they are going to turn up. So another fun one, aqua markers, origami paper, post-its. This is aqua marker, and then rebellions are built on hope. So see here, I couldn't write built, so I just had to go to this square here. So yeah, and we're almost finishing. This is the last one, the end. And then this was fun because it's spray paint, so of course it's not perfect. Then this is ink that I put, and then this is gel acrylic pen, which I used to write the end. And then here are the stickers, and just look this cutie. He's so adorable. So I had to end with him. And yeah, a heart, it's another sticker. I just glued him on top of the sticker because, you know, he's awesome. We have the stars with the acrylic pen, and then, you know, it's the ships. So this is actually the same as this page, which is the same as this page. So see, because the book is so small, I was just using little pieces of the of the coloring page. So let me show you. So see, I used all of this, and now I'm saving this for, you know, next pages. So yeah, I just cut little bits and pieces, and another project completed. So yay! So now let's see what is the character that I have for my surprise. Okay, so here's the, we have the egg, so the chocolate. Okay, and we have Ray. Yay! Okay. Here she is. So this is actually, oops. So yeah, I have problems with my hands, as you know, but yeah, we need to put it there. There she is. Here. And this is a very interesting collection because if you scan the character, you just scan it, and then you have the you can play with the toy inside your iPhone, I mean your smartphone or iPad, or and then you get to know the story of Star Wars. So they have you can pick if the child is 3 years, I mean it's around 3 years, or if it's older than 9 years. So they adapt the Star Wars story, so then the kids can start understanding the story and join the universe. So this is very fun actually. So this is the beginning of the celebration of Star Wars Day. I hope you have a blessed this day, and I will see you soon. Bye!